again, it's one of the older versions. Maybe that's the problem. Yep, I'm here. Let's see. Continue. Slot 1. I feel like I don't know when I last saved properly in this. Computer issues tend to plague my games. So he fell out with me. So I'd say it's probably, oops, sorry guys, gonna load state because it's probably easier to pretend like everything was perfect. We were fighting last time. Oh, we're poisoned, but we won. That's right, you tell your friends. So yeah, welcome back to the stream, guys, and hopefully everything's running okay, but whatever, let's keep going. Oh. Why would you attack me? My Digimon's literally on fire, you're a bug. I also removed Dynamic Kick earlier. Excuse me. We have now Magma Bomb. Or Magna Bomber. One of the two. It's OP as hell, but wastes a lot of mana. Or MP. Oh, and Maramon's still angry with me. He severely doesn't like me. Not my fault, just sort of lost. Wait, actually? Yeah, it was. This is deserved rage. But you've won so many fights, I don't know why you can't just let it go. I don't think there's anything you couldn't defeat right now. I don't know where to head, actually. We're definitely not ready to fight Tyrannomon. Wait, I know. How many days do I have to wait for that? Let's go check Dromojimon. If that doesn't work, we'll go for Tyrannomon. Oh, rats, grumble, grumble, grumble. Garamon, be a deer and burn it. Try not to get poisoned. It seems the AI prefers using the bigger attacks. I've noticed this actually in Digimon Story Cyberstiff. I got dotted. So I have... They always pick the heavy MP attacks for some reason. Oh. Yep, that would do it. Yatta. Well, at least we're having victories now, so hopefully that'll play an impact. Oh. Here. Tab 1. Of course you get happy when you eat. Come on, Meramon, you gotta understand, that's just comfort food. Oh, crap. I know. I'm calling. We even passed the toilet? That's the worst. Oh, that was close. You never want to get caught in a fight when your Digimon needs to crap, or, well, he'll crap immediately after the fight, because fights speed up the time by X amount of minutes. Drill tunnel. So what was it called before the Dromojimon moved in? Dromoja Tunnel? Oh, the mood's breaking now. Hopefully it has an effect. Oh, yeah. Stay mad. Hopefully it hasn't affected your stats too much, because you're actually now putting up fights, which you didn't do before. Underground pond, huh? Oh, there's the water. Oh, wow. So we did give it enough time after we got our asses kicked. Hey, Dromojimon, what's happening? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I wonder what type of rock material it is. Raxy, show this here drill how strong you are. Did the entire ground just move? Wow, Marimon, you should enjoy this place. It's literally just a whole thing of fire. Nope. Lava cave. Wait, what's your health like? You know what? I am being safe. You get your ass kicked too much. Let's see. And MP. Oh, why not take the more... Oh, excuse me. Why not take the more expensive one? There you go. Yeah. But you're over there, Racty. Oh shit. See, why can't you have this type of power? Oh wait, he's gonna box me. I don't think so. Raxy, get him. Oh, why are you getting so dotty? This is gonna suck, isn't it? Just hit up. I should have save stated for that heat laser. What? It's like it affects him once and then doesn't again. Good thing there's a delay in that attack. Here. Finish it. Wouldn't it be funny if it was actually the other way around and I mixed up the two? Because I feel like that would be funny. Marimon dropped a fence chip. Heat laser learned, yes! I thought I was going to have to save scum that one. Yes. Marimon. I'm gonna trust you, Marimon. Sleep. Oh yeah. This game is interesting, so it is. Also, welcome to the stream, the kids. But it's proper hardcore to at the same time. No one really knows how this game works. All the guides that people created, even the ones created on the internet, recently have just been labeled as inaccurate because no one knows how this game was coded, to be honest. Oh, nope, not firing the fireball. But there's just something about this game. It's like the old Forbidden Memory stuff. It just has that level of charm where you can't help but love it. Plus, I actually prefer this style of Digimon game where it's more virtual pet based. And it's a weird combination. Oh, virtual pet RPG. It's defense disc. I have no idea where I'm heading. Go, go, go. Drill tunnel. What? Oh. I could just literally squeeze through that small gap right there. In fact, we've proven that Meramon's able to punch through boulders while you couldn't drill through them. Oh. Ah, come on. The problem with the isometric landscape is it's hard to judge where you can step and where you can't. So how are you, D-Kits, if you're still there? Sorry, my computer's up there, like, coming back to me a bit slow here. My end. That's cool. Good to hear. You may not be able to see under the text chat, but there's like a small red face. That's because my Digimon kinda hates me with all its burning passion. I let it lose a fight once by mistake. Well, I didn't let it, it just happened and I couldn't do anything to stop it. And then my controller died at the end of the fight. So, I couldn't even save it if I wanted to. And it holds a grudge. Let's see, it's a new day, we should probably go grab meat. An interesting fact about the digital world, the kids, is they grow meat, not vegetables. The bit rate's still all over the show from the looks of it, but it'll be fine. There we go. Oh, come on, you just see me get the food, that's why you're hungry. Fine. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Maybe you'll stop hitting me. Ah, no, stop clicking that. Yeah, yeah. But can you imagine actually growing meat like this, though? I bet you that we grow meat like this in the game just to get around the whole questioning, well, what do Digimon actually eat? It's like the question, what do Pokemon eat? They'd have to hunt each other, right? Oh, right, we got the restaurant too. Tilling the land, working your fingers, or roots, I guess, for Palmon to the bone. Growing meat. And what's funny is it's the plant Digimon that are growing the meat, so, I guess a bit of reverse Normalization there. Well, in the anime tries to play it off like that, so it does. That's for sure. But Pidgeotto and Pidgeot eat Magikarp. Oh, what do you call that new thing that had all the Corsola things? Marini or whatever. And Toxapex, they hunted Corsola to extinction. Who else is there? I would say I would excuse me. I would say that they'd have to be hunting and eating Pokemon, so they would. Because I can't imagine a berry diet really sufficing for like some of the giant Pokemon. I need to save state. This is where I got my ass kicked the last time. But you're probably right. They probably tried to state it that it was like that. So let's see. Oh, maybe I don't need to give you any items. What's your health like? Ah, you're good. So this time, if you lose, I'll let you swim. Well, how do the Pokemon that live in the water, underwater specifically, like Relicanth and Wailord, eat berries that grow on trees on the land? Beat up the T-Rex. This time you're better. Last time you tried to kick him, didn't work. Try throwing fire in his face. I didn't give you Heat Laser too. I should have given you Heat Laser. This would have been easy. Try not to die. Just punch him already. Okay, we'll fireball him. Whatever. This is why you should never bring logic into Pokemon, because you don't want to answer the black and white questions. It's just easier to say that Wailord, something that size, probably eats Wishy-Washy and Remoraid. Light him on fire! That'll do. Ow. Oh, shit. Oh, I forgot to check my health there. That could have ended very badly. Oh, a HP chip, that's cool. Ancient Diamond. Yeah, and I would say the closest thing to Plankton is Wishy-Washy. I'm nearly sure in the Pokedex it talks about that, actually. I know Gyarados hunt them anyway, and that's why Wishy-Washy has the school form where they combine together. Oh, am I out of item room? Let's see. I don't need protection. Yeah. Because these chips are worth more. Come on, pick it up. There you go. Alright, I should probably heal him before I run into the next Digimon. Oh wow, dinosaur Digimon. Yep. Hey buddy, why don't you just have a snack? See, that's how Pokemon learn attacks. You just feed them the floppy disks. Even though it's a Digimon, but the point still stands. Here, eat this too. Maybe you'll intimidate the Rhino Triceratops type Digimon to not touch me. Humans have to be eating the most Pokemon types of meats, though. I would argue they definitely eat Tauros. Sure, what's in here? Oh, shit. Yeah, whatever. Oh, moldy meat? Fuck that shit. That was a waste of an item. And 200 biddies. That sucks. Oh. Monochromon. Oh. Oh god. Yeah, I would have to say I agree with, like, it's probably because they were used in older technologies, you know? And then the new I would say HMs were probably put into CD drives back then, or CD discs, and they worked better, still they did, but they were a bit more expensive, so there was less of them, so people shared them. Whereas the other ones are literally jeez, why am I going this way? I need to go forward. Whereas the other ones are literally like floppy disks, which are notorious for breaking. Well, I am going to save state right here because I know what the speedy region's like. My Digimon ages 2 to 3 times faster, which means he will die of old age before if I make a mistake. So let's not do that. See you later, Tyrannomon. Huh. Alright. Uh-huh. Do not attack. Oh, right. Heat laser. You may as well have fire attacks, Maramon. Slipping past. Excuse me. Literal rock monsters. Huh. I wonder what Digimon made this skeleton. If I didn't play this game, I wouldn't know about the secret exit. Ah, here he is. Yo. Here, Maramon, break it open. Oh. Oh. Wait, you're an ultimate level Digimon? Is it too late for sorry? Yeah, pretty much. Anything to do with data, real world data and stuff it's in the internet. Basically, and also if you think about it, Porygon's technically a Digimon, and any Pokemon put into a computer can be a Digimon too. They're a digital monster. Oh crap, I got rock attacked. I feel like I might die. So like Maramon's basically like a firewall, judging from the look of him. There's probably a better detailed description of what each program essentially is. Yeah, definitely. Digimon would win though, if they had a fight. They're kind of absurdly powerful, especially when they're brought into real world with their own digital world physics. Go for it! Nay! Nay! Ah! I hate that bar at the top. You have to tap as quickly as possible L and R till the meter fills up, but you only have a set amount of time and it's laggy on the input clicks. Ah, HP chip. I give up, you're too strong, whatever. Tell me about the animal's danger. I was born. Well, that's not true. So I just beat up a baby. Marimon, I hope you're proud of yourself. Picking up on children like that. Here. I know in my Pokemon Mightyena only run, we'd nickname Mightyena the Childbreaker, but Marimon might be worse since it picked on a literal hatchling. There's a lot of Digimon that can go at the speed of light and faster. NetNavis are generally faster, and again, it might be a matter of how the game works. That's true, but well, for example, the most popular Digimon, what, Agumon, Greymon, Metal Greymon, War Greymon. You know, the main characters Digimon from the first series. Ah, Master Tyrannomon. He's cool. Metal Greymon is labeled as being as destructive and effective as a high tier nuclear missile, whatever that means. And like they're on the weaker spectrum of Digimon. And in the movie, War Greymon survived over a million blasts at once. There's also that. That's true. That's true. Sorry. To be fair, you know more probably about Mega Man and that sort of thing than I do. Ah, oh, crap. I know that they all can pull up some basically insane feats. Okay, I need a heal. Try not to die, please. Okay. Oh, what's... Yeah, I like the whole that you're not really in control of the main actions. You can give suggestions on what to do, but unless you train your Digimon to be really smart and receptive like a Pokemon, basically they have their own free will. Like, I could train it so that it follows my commands perfectly. But what good's that? Because then it would just be a Pokemon, wouldn't it? I think I'm gonna have to warp out of here because I am in over my head and my character can't take any more of that. Autopilot, which is just an action man doll. Eat it. Did you just refuse me? I never played Chrono Trigger, but I heard it's a good game. And we teleported. Now to save my game in a really awkward, mechanical, and clunky way. There we go. Also need to head into the bank. Yep. I would like... Oh, I didn't mean to close out. Yep. Give me my Digimon mushroom. And... Oops. Here's these. Because they're not much use to... Oh, no, give me back my meat, you... Because if I run out of that stuff, I'm screwed. Items sort by raising. This again, no surprise, it's the same company, but there's also an aspect of petitioning that mostly aesthetic. It matters a bit, but you can't really control it. It's pretty minor. Yeah, I kind of like these games where you can work your ass off training your characters, and then it's not you, it's how well you train them that affects how well they do in a fight, not you controlling them because you've given them bigger numbers and then you have better reflexes than a computer. Like Domina is a good game. It's on Steam. I don't know if it's on anything else, where you train up your gladiators by giving them training regimes and then you make them fight in gladiatorial combat. Yeah, I'm sure I explained that kinda right. Look, Maribon, you did well. I'll get you a meal out of the restaurant if it's working. Let's see. Yeah, I have enough money to splash the cash. And it's cooked by a Maribon, so let's see. 400 bits, 1200 bits, 500. Let's go 1200. We'll get you the best. Oh, you're not hungry? You bitch. Fine then. You can starve. You try to be nice and then they're just like, no, I'm not hungry. Small recovery. Let's get a couple more use. Quite a bit more of use. A few use. Oh, angry baby already. It's cheaper to get a load of these, and for emergencies, a few of these isn't too bad. Micromanaging my money. So I don't really know what to do next. Let's head this way. So I've done drill tunnel and I've done the lava pool. I'm waiting for the next part to be dug out. And I know where I can go, but I don't know how to get there properly. And of course you need to crap. Go, 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 go. Uh, I would say 90% of the first part of your answer and like 5% of the other part, and the other last 5% nobody really knows. Come on, 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 come on. There you go. The AI is not great in this. I feel like I would love to take a crack at remaking this game. I know there's people doing that all the time, but like properly rebuild everything from the ground up. Add in new features. Flash out the old features. It seems to prefer using attacks that cost more energy to do because it thinks it does more damage. It's kind of like Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow idea where the AI chooses the attack that's super effective. Oh, we've opened up this way. They choose the attack that's super effective regardless of what use the attack is. It's like if you're using, say, an Arbok and you're fighting Lance, he'll keep using Barrier because technically that's a psychic attack, so psychic's super effective. He's not looking at the damage. Oh. Well, you're kind of screwed. My Digimon's almost out of health. Why did I come here? Sorry, my Digimon's almost out of MP. Why did I come here? You could end up fighting multiple opponents as well. Ah, crap, invincibility. And nobody really knows what that they're turning into pixelated old Digivice looking thing is. Except that it lowers and weakens your attack, but it means that your defense is almost unstoppable. There we go. Well, whatever. You're gonna get hungry soon, judging from the look of you. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. No, no! I still can't believe there's people that can speedrun this game. I think there's people that can speedrun any percent at about 2 to 3 hours. And I'm struggling here just to play it at my pace. Oh, you're still hungry. Have meat. There we go. Oh, are you talking about the... Oh, I know which thing you're talking about. You're talking about this, where you can choose what attacks the AI can pick from. You only get the choice of 3. Give me a second, I just check on my daughter. She's kind of getting a little booty again. And I'm back again. So yeah, I think it's this menu you were talking about, where you picked... I do have another type of attack. Dynamic kick he can learn. Not every Digimon can learn every attack, but I had it on for a while and it was really strong, but its issue was just he needed to be right up in the face of the Digimon and it takes time to launch the attack. So what tended to happen is he'd wind up for the kick. Oh, we got Unimon. What's this way? Spore area? That sounds dangerous. I wish there was a way to control the I wish there was a way for the camera to zoom out more, but then you'd see, I guess, more of the issues of the game. Medium MP. Medium recovery. Well, no, your Digimon can die in this game. Basically, oh crap. Basically, what you do is you get a series of questions at the start, and it chooses between Agumon and Gabumon. Then, depending on how you raise them, affects how they will evolve. And they kind of sequentially evolve, similar to Pokemon, up to their ultimate forms, and they have a set lifespan. As you can see, my Digimon's already 10 years old, so he should Digivolve in another... when he's 12, maybe 13. If he doesn't, then he might just die. And all of them, all these individual stats and things somehow influence the Digivolution. Every little thing from life, happiness, discipline, virus, HP, MP, offense, defense, speed, brains, age, and weight somehow affect how it evolves. But the problem is, there's so many little nuances to what way you have to have your stats that it's really hard to predict what it becomes. I love the ambience in this game though. It's not really flashy or anything except for maybe the fights, but like just the footprints and not the foot of Mount Panorama. But it really does add to the game. Let's see what's this way. The game wants to promote oh, Factorial Town. The game really wants to promote exploration, but the virtual pet element of the game kind of holds that little bit back because you're spent most of the game training up to get right Digimon, because your Digimon need to eat and crap, but you don't get really enough things early game to sort of allow for that. See, now he wants to sleep. And you can get care mistakes, which is like an invisible stat that you have to monitor somehow. This game's way too complicated for what it is. Oh, it's Lekmon. When I talk to him, he's gonna keep sapping me. Yeah. I know. I wish that them games had like a bigger, like it wasn't just for 2 cards, it was for maybe a couple of cards, you know? Oh yeah? Bring it on. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Like, I feel like, it should be like 25 out of the 40 cards you start with could be affected by them type of choices. Here. Oh, whoa, 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 you refusing me? What do you think you're doing? I wish more Yu-Gi-Oh games kind of involved like the questioning system at the start and made it like you know, like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon where it affects what you start as, only instead like maybe make it that it affects your oh, it's a Patamon, where it affects your starting element type, so you could have a fire, water, etc. deck. And if you don't get a result after X number of questions, it just randomly generates your cards. Oh, okay. That's cool. That actually would work too. But then people would slowly figure out which name's the best name So I'd like to see it maybe as an influence rather than a directly taken from your name. Oh crap. Why does that piano ad keep coming on YouTube these days? My daughter's trying to nicely watch her cartoons and it keeps coming up a piano ad. I used to think that Google ads were meant to be influenced by what you look up, but none of us even play or think about the piano. Here, have some MP. Well, Patamon really has no range. Hit him. Oh, wow, he hit me. I think I have to fight him one more time. You know, I can't be held responsible if you get destroyed, Patamon. Yeah, I know. I've played it once. I never got that far into it, though. But I would like to see your idea. Like, that idea for is really... would be really interesting if you could, take it and, like... your name affects, like, the randomizer. And every name has like 4 or 5 different codes it could be, so that way it isn't always set. And then you answer a series of questions, and then an MP floppy, nice. And then from that, you can determine your element, your type, or your. Because like what really needs to be determined in a Yu-Gi-Oh deck's like the element of the cards for them to sync up, and like the type of cards, so like warriors and stuff. The reason most games don't do this is because A, it takes a lot of programming, and B, it takes a lot of time. Here, have some giant meat. Next up is to the south. We go for Biomon. Ah, here it is. Hello, pink bird. Hello, pink bird. Yeah. Right. Get her. She kind of ran into that one. My Digimon didn't even move there. Let's see. Oh. That's bigger than my chat box. So let's see. Let me see. No, I'm gonna have to reload this, but... God damn it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Continue. So let's see. The thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, depending on what you're talking about, you either want very good cards for most of your deck. Yeah, but like... I would... Looking swag there, Merriman. But like, the way to do it is start Yu-Gi-Oh! Out early, and then have the game run through multiple years, and then just have your cards be introduced as you go along, so that you can't just build the best deck from the start. Like, have it that you have to be playing in-game time of like 3 or 4 years for like synchros to be introduced and stuff, so that you constantly have to update your decks. And then started out like the old Yu-Gi-Oh games. Do you remember the old Yu-Gi-Oh games used to have what was called deck capacity, where like you had like a set number and you had to level up that number to put in better cards? I think that system, if tweaked a bit, could work really well. You could have a monster deck capacity, a spell deck capacity, and a trap deck capacity, and then you level them up as you work along. And then from there, and then you could start out with really crappy cards. Not like really crappy cards, but old school cards. Ones where you actually have to put some thought into how you play. I feel like it could work. Oh look, it's a giant toilet. And then I'm talking about like the days of Man-Eater Bug and stuff. Ah, Giramon. It's a literal pile of pink, yellowy gold. I don't know. I said pink before. Yeah, obviously you'd have to balance them better. You can't just things. Yeah, that's why I said, like, it needs to be retweaked to allow for monsters and spells and traps to be separate entities, including your extra deck capacity. It just needs to be done in the correct way, which I suppose is the same for most things. Did that thing just literally fart in a monster made of fire? It did. Right, kill it! Or just keep running into the wall. Does that answer your a question about their AI, by the way? I haven't actually played Rashif, or Sacred Cards the Rashif. Yeah. But I want to play them. I might play them on the channel, but I don't know if I'll stream it or not, because Forbidden Memories is fun to stream because it's a bit more interactive, but in the actual card game where you're constantly trying to come up with tactics, I get distracted too easy. Good work, Meramon. I don't want to fight Psychmon. Or you. And now we're in a literal pile of shit. Sukamon. Yeah, grindiness. But I feel like if you took the system that we've sort of discussed there and melded it together into some sort of mishmash system, it would be really effective. Cool. Wow, it's a literal pile of shit. Meramon, you deserve this. Pretty sure that should... Oh wow, that's like a lot of MP experience. Digimon World for the PS1, the only game that you can literally make your Digimon walk into shit. Literally, if Digimon on fire. I can do that sound too. Let's see. I invite. So Sacred Cards first, okay. But I think deck capacity was something that was throughout Yu-Gi-Oh games too soon. They didn't get enough time thinking about. Oh, I didn't mean to fight you. Um... Yeah. Like, if you really broke it down... There's really a lot you could do. You know what? I don't want to get hit anymore. Heal. Instead of making deck capacity the way they did, where it was like every card is in the one mechanic, or like the one deck capacity, you just split them up into their different types. And then you constantly level up them. It would also balance out Synchro, Fusion, Exceed, and all them other extra deck monsters better, because in the real game, if you just pick out the best ones of them and shove them into your deck, suddenly you've kind of got... You just need to combine them together, get what you want, and then start detaching stuff to do stuff. I'm out of date from Yu-Gi-Oh! I never got into Link monsters. My health is not great. You know what? I'm going to take this opportunity to warp out of here. I'd probably... Oh, he disobeyed me. I'd probably say make them pull from their own separate things, but have them add together for a total extra deck. It would allow for, it would allow you to use multiple fusions, so you're not limited to like one fusion, and then by the time you're able to put in maybe 15 fusions, you've already got your synchro cards. And just throw in 15 of them, it means that you have to balance your fusions, your synchros and stuff, and it would be a good method to teach people how to play the game too, because well, I know it's more old school, but you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Used to be about deck balance as well. It wouldn't even really be that difficult to program all this. The hardest part of programming a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game is just making sure card effects work. Yeah, so the extra deck would have its own deck capacity, which is broken up between each of the extra deck types, and the main deck would have its own deck capacity, which would be broken up between card types. Spells, traps, ritual, normal monsters, effect monsters, and then have them equal totals. Oh, we finally got the new item shop. Look, I get that you want to eat a lot, but you can't. Also, I just physically petted a fire Digimon. Because my character's that hardcore. And then you just start at the character, like, whoever your character is, as, like, low leveled as possible. Maybe one fusion or something, and just kind of work it like that. And then you have to build it up. Yeah, it would get a bit grindy after a while. I can understand that bit, but at the same... Oh, right, porta potties. I need these. 10's enough. Let's get 2 more chunks of meat. So what's Omnipotent do? I think it's a multi-heal. But I ain't sure. We now have a porta potty. That means we can actually go a lot further. Elecmon, what do you actually do? Oh, you added lights to the city. Elecmon, what do you actually do? Ow. So let's see. What's my next goal? You know what else a good Yu-Gi-Oh game needs that most of them haven't had, except for a couple of DS and PSP ones? Is a player character model. Yeah. So like if you're using all the same type, you could have it in that yeah, for like Gravekeepers or something, you could have it that if like 5 or 10 of your cards is this, reduce their cost by 5 or whatever amount you're using. To try and just balance it all. The systems really aren't hard to work out once you actually put time into them. It's just coming up with the right combination of things, I think. Not wanting to fight you, fire lizard. Nope, nope. Okay. Beat him up. Oh wow, Andrew, you healed. Good job. I don't know. I don't think it would be that difficult. I think if you create like a formula, right? Excuse me, I was feeding my Digimon. I think if you created a formula, right, that operates, is it a spell, is it a trap, is it this, that, the on, and then that gives it like a default value, then you go counter spell, counter trap, or level 1 to whatever monster, and all them things, and then just do some sort of math to come up with like a arbitrary number that just works. And then you just run every card through it. Yeah, they could get annoying after a while, but if you spent a good 3 to 5 years working on a good game, you know, and you had like every person had like 1,000 cards to do, then suddenly it wouldn't take all that long. It'd be basically pre-production at that point. Oh, angry baby, going to check on her. Oh. Back. Yeah. But remember that being an effect monster would change its cost. Also, to counter the whole 10,000 cards, Konami definitely, Invisible Bridge. Konami definitely have a list of all their cards that have been ever created, right? You would literally just release the cards per generation. So the first generation of cards would come out first, and then you just constantly introduce patch updates to add new cards. Oh my god, I forgot about this guy. So that way you wouldn't be overwhelmed by 10,000 cards. Start with a few hundred, work your way up, and then just constantly update from there. That way, like Pokemon Go is introduced in every generation. This is going to be the hardest bit. But yeah, that way then you have the cards introduced in people's retention cap because they want to wait for a card they really like. Huh. God, this part of the game is really difficult. This is actually the so anyone you ever ask, this is the most RNG and most horrible part of the entire game. You have to make, was it 1,500 to 3,000 bits of profit. And the only way to make any profit is you need to get like 8 or 9 medicines in a row. I could go on forever with game design, so I could. It's one of my favorite things, just sitting thinking about stuff. The red penguins are the worst ones to deal with. There we go. Portable potty. Okay. I would say that Skill Angels probably should probably be a bit more what's the word for it? Skill Angel would be more expensive than a monster of the same level in attack points and defense points, due to it having a special effect and a draw effect at that. You'd probably have the system set up to label each type of effect that it has and add it in, and the number of effects they would have. Right, I need 500 more points, I think. Well, basically, right, the easy way to handle multiplayer is you have to have, you have ranked matches against AI machines that are set at each level, right? And basically, depending on how many of them AI levels they have, they fight people on equal level, and they can request someone of a higher level, but they can't request, and they can request someone of a lower level. You have like a percentage, kind of like the old Tekken system. And then you have people matching who have similar numbers. Maybe tie the numbers straight into their deck capacity level. Nope, angry baby again. It's a guitar thing. Porta potty, huh? One idea could be if you have two players who haven't both unlocked the same tier, restricts the players only to... Yeah, basically. That way, you don't have someone who's only started the game, maybe with like three man-eaters and like two, whatevers, and... They're not going up against something like Galaxy Eye Dragon or something stupid. Oh crap. No I didn't. Lakian, you could unlock special deals where you had to follow certain... Yeah. God, I can't believe I made that mistake. I think I have to get 3,000 bits. Dang it. Oh crap. Here, take this. No, 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 you don't refuse me. I tell you where you can crap. Oh, you're tired too? And you're hungry. Of course, you wouldn't be just one thing. Yeah, I get you. Well, you would probably set up the AI to follow specific rules as well. Wouldn't be that hard. We did pretty well there, but we didn't get enough bits. So it's 3,000 bits that you have to get. Let's go up and fight. No, because Birdramon takes you back to the city. Yeah, it's fine. Let's go fight Birdramon. Oh wait, is this a toilet? It is a toilet? Ah, I wasted a porta potty, damn it. Yeah. Let's try this one more time. If I can't get this guy now, then I will head off and do other things that are more important. I could just rob him, and then you'd have no choice but to leave this place. I know that Weedmon and... Oh. Right, the first bit of medicine. To get lucky, I just need like 6 or 7 people to come in and demand on medicines. Look, okay, just buy the thing and get out. Get out of my shop. Also have a card shop system where you can buy individual cards at more relevant prices. Instead of the star chip system like in Forbidden Memories. But what I was saying before is like the DS and the PS4, or not PS4, PSP, what they used to do was they'd have a character model do like card draws and playing cards and stuff. I feel like that would add immersion into the game if you gotta customize your character to a basic extent. Something similar to what Pokemon did in X and Y to Sword and Shield. And then you could have like preset custom animations where they get to choose between what, 3 or 4 animations for each specific interaction, and then you could have your character doing that. Just add that level of immersion, you know? Then your character wouldn't be stuck wearing a baseball cap the entire game. Because I feel like that's what a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh games miss. I guess people just want to play the bare meat of the game, where it's literally play the card game and go. But I feel like that sucks away a lot of the fun. Like, I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, and it's okay, but like it just has something missing, and I think it's just that their character, that their whole immersion thing. Yeah, voice acting would make it so much better as well. Like, how hard would it be to pay like maybe 5 voice actors for your main character and have them do like 2 different, well, what is it, the standard issue is like have them do 3 different types of voices each, and then you just pick the voice that you like for your character, even if it's just grunts and I draw and Monster Cardo. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. And then you'd probably have it that you could run into different versions of different characters in the game too from the series. And they would use their, and I feel like this is an important distinction too for people that prefer the anime and want to play an anime card game over the real world card game, is you give them you let the AI level up in their difficulty so that they change up their decks, and then eventually they just pick random decks to duel you with, right? Oh, okay. Exactly. But like, if they had in an anime style decks where you're fighting the early Duelist Kingdom decks where they're 90% of their cards are monster cards, and then that way you could balance game difficulty, because then you'd be fighting duelists that you know that are using decks that you know that aren't great, but could still theoretically beat you. Well, that's true, but I feel like using words would maybe add to it as well, thinking about it. The only thing that they can't change is that monster drawback. Bring in little Karibo, have him voice a load of characters for loads of like the abridged series. I feel like that would be hilarious. They should do things too where you could set up like multi-duels. Have like a 6. No, let's make it in. Let's have like a 6 to 8-way duel where like they're 2 different teams or individual duelists and have them all go against each other at the exact same moment in time. So they're either in a team together or they're not. I feel like that would be a lot of fun. Yeah, but you see what I didn't like about... What I didn't actually like about Legacy of the Duelist, I found, was, yeah, well, what I didn't like about Legacy of the Duelist, their whole, hey, look, you can use decks from the anime, is none of the cards they use, like, I would say a good 80% of the cards they try to use just didn't show up in the anime. Well, the deck styles, because, like, I know we never get to see the full deck lists of the anime characters, and that's fair enough, but at the same time, you know, I don't think no anime Yu-Gi-Oh character, except for Seto Kaiba, they rarely ran multiple copies of the same card. And team duel system, I think that, like, shit. Like, you know how, like, they did it in, oh, what's it called? In the movie, the one where the time travelers happened. Yeah, but I would introduce anime only style cards, you know, as well, for the hell of it. Oh, Bond. Yeah, that was it. Let the characters use their cheaty cards. You see that there swag my character has? Huh, it's a clock. It's literally a metal bird's nest. Hey, Birdramon. This fight's gonna go different than it did in the anime. I feel like my character got lost there for a second because he didn't know what to do. Keep hitting him as hard and as fast as you can. Holy crap, he does a lot of damage. I don't think I can win this one. Am I about to die again? Because that would suck. I don't care if you go for the entire... Oh shit, is that heat laser? Oh crap. Oh, it was. I feel like they could have stretched it way... Yeah, I lost. And I wasted an item. Dang it. Hurry up and get up. Attack, attack, attack. Yeah, I feel like most of that duel should have been... Oh crap, there goes another lifeline. Most of that duel should have probably have been... or most of that duel, jeez. Most of that movie should have been a duel. Like, have an entire hour's worth of a duel. Oh, what items have I lost? Oh, all my meat's been robbed. Dang it. But you know what else I would have done? I would have introduced Kaiba, Joey, Jack, Crow, and Chaz and Cyrus. So I would have. So that you could have had like a massive duel against this one character. And what I might have done too is I might have introduced more than just Paradox. Had 3 different characters from the future. Let's see. Large recovery is expensive. Super recovery. So first up is getting MP floppy. And like that. Yeah. The thing about their first duel, I think it was there just to show off, oh, this is how dangerous this character really is. And it's like, did you see the motorbike he was riding on? Because I did, and that thing looked like it would tip over in seconds. We're not strong enough to defeat Birdramon. I need to train more. But, yeah. Especially that over-the-top, unneeded 3D CG stealing Stardust Dragon capture sequence. Ah, so come on. It's 2 p.m. I went the wrong way. Let's see, you definitely don't have enough HP. The problem with Jax is that if you put too much weight at the one side, right, you could end up just tipping the entire thing over. Because it's top heavy. Also, I can imagine trying to brake in Jax and it just rolling on forward because of the momentum. Oh my god, Jack! On that day, Yusei was made the champion, but not through card games. Through poor life decisions by Jack. But, like, I would have liked, you know what would have been more interesting than having Yusei have that duel with Paradox, right? Yusei versus Yugi. Jaden versus... Oh, are we dying or are we digivolving? Because that looks like you're dying. Oh, my game froze. He's dead. My Digimon died. Yeah, exactly. Have like a converging timeline where like there's 3 different paradoxes at 3 different time zones, and it's Yugi, Joey, Kaiba versus Jaden versus Paradox, who's doing like 3 different duels at once. My Digimon died. So yeah, this game's for kids, by the way. Digimon Dev. Woo! I also feel like it's a missed opportunity to have someone like Jack Atlas come up against Seto Kaiba in a contest of arrogance. A freeway duel between Jaden, Yugi, and Yusei. And then Kaiba, Jack, and Chaz. And then Joey, Crow, and Cyrus. That would have been an interesting filler for them. What, 10-20 minutes lost on dueling the main bad guy really early on to show how weak he is, because he only made one move. I'll be back in a sec here. Yeah, I would agree. Like, that would be an interesting way to do it. There's definitely multiple ways it could happen. To give away one of my nerdy hobbies when I'm offline is like, I like trying to come up with like script ideas for movies for series that already exist. And I came up with like Yu-Gi-Oh! Live action ones. This is kind of what I'm working on. Because you never know, you might actually hit gold when you write stuff like that and send it off. I like writing things, basically. Okay, we have to pick an egg, by the way, so... I don't really care which egg. In this game, yeah, generally the patterns kind of represent the general what's the best way to explain it? Data groups that they belong to. I don't know which one I want to pick though, because like kind of just looks that it doesn't really make much of a difference. Any strong opinions, or do you care? Can't believe I didn't get past champion that time. I'm just gonna... let's see, which one did I get? I just randomized it there. By clicking as fast as I could. I got the green one. Oh god, it made a mess everywhere. I'll keep his name. I'm not creative enough at the minute. Let's see. Meh. Yeah, let's go train. Oh, by the way, Great Canyon, there's bandits. So that's the Ogremon storyline started as well. At least my Digimon's now kind of obedient. So yellow faces means it works. Yeah. Budamon's awesome. He generally turns into Koromon and then into Agumon in the early games. Good job, you beat up that thing. You're hungry already? Here, have a giant meat that's probably bigger than your entire body. Now you're super fat. So, when I was training up the first time, I didn't really pay attention to a lot of things I should have. So this... Oh. You need to poop. Let's go. And sleep. Most of the baby Digimon are slime-like, to be honest. They're usually described as slimes. Super angry poop. And you're tired. Fine. How dare you be tired? And hungry? Jeez. How much food do you go through? You're not even an ultimate level. Sleep. It'll digivolve tomorrow anyway. Into that pink blob that's beside us. Let's get speed up. because I kind of want it to be faster. There we go. Oh, here we go. Budamon's digivolving. And probably to Koromon. Well, blah blah blah. Flashing lights. Yep, Koromon. No, I want to check its stats. So let's see. Not many improvements, if any. Did you get them brains up too? You're not smart. Okay, answer this calculus question here. No, I didn't mean to click it. Let's see. Let's get your weight up a bit more. Digimon World with in-game tutorials. I'm sorry, but this game, you either work it out by yourself or you don't, because even the old user manuals that they used to have for this game are completely unreliable. And it doesn't give you anything. Apparently the original Japanese of the game, its instruction manual, is a slight bit more accurate for certain Digimon, and the English one is more accurate for other Digimon, but we don't really know. You don't want to use a porta potty. So basically the best way to play this game is to trial and error everything. You can look up guides. There are guides, by the way, but the guides are easier to figure out what you need to do story-wise in the game. As for raising your Digimon, you gotta wing it. If you don't raise it right, though, it turns into the yellow piece of crap or the green piece of crap. Forgiving, yes. Yes, forgiving's a word, yes. Yes, it is. I'm not painting this game really well, but there you go. It's as forgiving as you are, in the sense that the harder you push at the start of the game, the more it pushes back. So, if you take time to train up your Digimon, even if your first Digimon just dies of old age, you're probably better off learning that way and how to digivolve them. You're tired already, huh? You're gonna digivolve tomorrow, so try not to get too tired. So, do you have your life back, by the way? Yes, you do. And you're hungry. Here. It's a fun game, though, don't get me wrong. The one thing I will say about the Digimon World games is they're not scared to take risks. Well, the first 4 of them. So this game, the Digimon World 1's like this. Digimon World 2 becomes a dungeon crawler with free-on-free Pokemon style battling. Digimon World 4 becomes like a stereotypical Japanese RPG with Pokemon style fighting. World 4 becomes a hack and slasher. So just to give you an idea of everything. And none of them can really... Oh, what's this? Oh, so we are really lucky. We just got an item that's super rare. I need to go throw this in the bank right now. It's that rare. It only shows up on the 15th day. Yeah, you definitely can get the hang of it. You just have to be prepared for the stressful moments. Like, the hardest Digimon to recruit in the entire game
is Monochromon because of the sheer amount of randomness that happens when you're trying to get things. Like when you're selling the items, the only items that bring in money are porta potties and frickin' what's it called? Oh, I should probably sort that menu. Why do I still have that? Sort by raising. I gotta get rid of that reimplant before it gets stolen. Give me a sec. Yep, I know. Nope. 16 went off last week, and then she was in contact. Apologies for the wait. First, daughter needed something, and then suddenly family rang. Oh, right. I was trying to get this place to actually take the rain plant, but it might be a quest item, so... This game kind of breaks... Oh. This game kind of is... The way this game works... I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. They don't turn back and forward between evolutionary stages like in the shows in future games. There is hidden values that aren't in the stat screen that affect everything, and you see the wee poop emoji thing, the virus, doesn't go down when your Digimon dies and reborns. So once it's full, your Digimon will automatically turn into the poop Digimon. There's no helping it. I don't really know if there's much else really to know the game, except for experimenting. Evolutions work through specific years of the Digimon's life. Oh, you need to poop. And I don't know. Really, you learn it as you go, the way I find it. But it is a fun game. If you can get past the early frustration of not knowing what anything does and just play it, you get there. Come to think of it, I can unlock the Dragon Eye Lake now. I think Koromon's attack and health need to be higher. Stats mean everything for how your Digimon digivolve as well, by the way. And the game doesn't tell you what stats will digivolve your Digimon into what Digimon. And there's guides that give you general ideas, but ultimately none of them really know. So, yeah, there's that. Looks like you're getting exhausted. Not really, no. Generally, bigger Digimon are stronger Digimon. There isn't really anything in particular you have to know about Digimon. Also, you only can save the game when your Digimon sleeps. You get the option between sleep and saving. I would recommend saving when you can. Also, this here machine here is another way to save your another way to save your Digimon and save the game, so you don't lose out on any data if you don't get a chance to save. It's one of them games where if you were playing it during your childhood, you'd be constantly telling your parents that I need 5 more minutes to nighttime. At the start, you'll get asked questions for what Digimon you're going to get. There's only 2 options of Digimon you can actually get, Agumon or Gabumon. Agumon is daytime, Gabumon's nighttime. So that's what affects what you're going to start with. Is there a difference between the 2? Generally, I'd say Agumon's a bit more offensive, whereas Gabumon's better and more well-rounded. So he is. And their attacks are similar, but not the same. So really, you're not really losing out on a lot. Oh, and this here gym that I constantly go back and forth to at the minute will be your best friend until you're at least champion level, with stats that are okay. Get used to your Digimon pooping a lot. When you're at Rookie, you should try to get as many early game Digimon as possible to build up the city, Because ultimately, besides the stop the big evil bad guy, the other part of the story is literally we need to rebuild the city, which is to do with prosperity, which you can check with Digimon. But like that's all the Digimon you can try and unlock. You can unlock medals for certain things, but even I don't know what they're all for. And I think there's one of the medals that just are impossible to get. And you can get over 700 cards in the game to collect or something. No, it's not 700, it's like 300. Just to give you a general idea what's all... Yeah. In the game you'll find other gyms, and certain other gyms actually work better for certain types of training. So they do. And... oh, we're digivolving already. And I got Agumon. But he was always going to turn into Agumon. Let's see, what's your stats like? They're pretty bad. You're tired. Okay. I have no clue what he'll turn into this thing. Yeah, all your attacks use MP, so they do. So some Digimon are better at MP than others. I suppose that's obvious. But the game doesn't like to tell you anything. You can constantly build up your MP. Oh, I should have saved. The game does tell you what attacks cost what MP, by the way, so you're not completely blind. Let me see. So, if I go in here, I can see what attacks he can learn. Sonic Jab. Heat Laser. So you can see it tells you what MP it costs. I'll have the big attacks, but it'd be foolish to use them this early without more MP, for me. Because I could only use a couple of attacks, actually. Also, there's some in-game events that happen that don't tell you when they're going to happen. Because there's certain fights that happen automatically and you don't get much of a choice. Like, there's a Greymon fight, an Airdramon fight, and a Piximon fight that just kind of happen on you. And if you're not ready for it, well, it's kind of like a too bad. But I think it's affected by prosperity, so. This time I'm just going to see what I can do for evolution-wise. Ow. Last time I got Meramon, I actually got Numamon to begin with. I'd see it beforehand because Numamon reduces all your stats. It's basically one of the failure Digimon. Yeah, so they pass on because it's data being refreshed, basically. So anything you learn with the previous one attack-wise, you keep. So you do. So it is. So if your Digimon learns attacks during its lifetime, and then it dies and it gets reborn, the new Digimon will also have that attack style. Or them attacks, you just have to reactivate them. But it's usually only rookies that have the ability to attack properly. Just, well, what I mean, rookie champion ultimates. When they're not blobs, basically. Because the blobs don't really have many attacks. Oh. And porta potties are indispensable. Oh, for like evolution and stuff. You have, so when they hatch from the egg, they started as babies. Then they turn into the next blob, which is in trainings, and then they turn into rookies, which is where I'm at. Then champion, then ultimate. But the game doesn't really automatically tell you what level your Digimon. I don't think it does actually. It doesn't actually tell you what level you're at. It just tracks your age. After a while, you get familiar with certain Digimon, though, so. Let's build up that defense. Oh. Yeah, this one sure poops a lot compared to my last Digimon. In the training, never try bonus try. Bonus try has the ability to double or more the stats you get from the training, but it's a slot machine and it rarely works. It works, like it rolls and stuff, but you'll be very lucky to get the actual thing you need, like insane luck. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Eh. You'll have to learn what each of the wee speech bubbles kind of mean. That just means he's tired. You can have, let's see. Yeah, generally yes. They will always turn into the next level up when they digivolve. You have to meet certain criteria, so you do. But yeah. And if you meet no criteria, you turn into either Numamon or Sukamon. That you really don't have much of a choice on. But you have to try and meet the criterias anyway. Usually the more complex the design, the higher the level they are. Oh. That's the third time. Oh. No, I didn't mean to do that. That's the third time in one day he's wanted to poop. My last Agumon didn't do that much. And I have no money. The way to get money is to win fights. Yeah, pretty much. See, whereas Pokemon are linear, Digimon aren't. I suppose is the obvious answer. There's a really funny picture, so there was, let me see if I can actually find it here. I don't know if it'll work properly because of the whole resize on my screens, but give me a sec. Because I find it funny. Let's see, OBS. That was for my Mighty Anna Let's Play, but let's see, we don't need Mighty Anna. I didn't mean to click him either. Add window capture. Okay. Yep. There you go. The difference between Pokemon and Digimon evolution. So A becomes B for Pokemon, whereas A could become any letter in the alphabet. Remove. You sure you want to remove capture? Yep. That's generally it. Ah, that's cool. I actually have a Disgaea game that I was planning to play at some point for this thing on my chill stream, but I never actually got around to it. I know Disgaea has like some crazy level things, don't they? Like, at least the game I got, I think there's like almost no level to your limit to your levels. But again, I never played the game, so I don't actually know offhand. Continue. Ow, my head. Alright, I was going to feed you. Here. Usually giant meats are only for champion levels, but whatever. Yeah, but I kind of like over-leveling characters anyway. I like the grindiness. I like seeing arbitrary numbers going up and making my character and hard work seem great. But the reason I like it and did this game a lot better is because I don't really have direct control over this character. So then it is an accumulation of my hard work. And if he wins fights, great. If he doesn't win fights, well then clearly I didn't train him enough, or I decided to fight something I really couldn't win against. Whereas in Pokemon style games, you just grind up as far as you need to grind up, and you know that level A, or say if you're level 50, you know that if as long as you're level 50, you're always going to beat anything that's level, I'd say 35, 40 down. In this game, it could be just a matter of 1 point of stats, but you'll never really figure it out. I've only played Disgaea a little though. So, there you go. So that's 100 defense and 1,000 thing, but I don't know if I was right on how I did this. So I'm basing this off a guide I seen to get a Digimon. I'm trying to go for Tyrannomon. No. It says 100 defense and 1,000 HP. But it also then gives the Digimon stats, so I don't actually know. And we're nowhere near heavy enough for... crap. Yeah. The only thing about Digimon games is they never really keep any of the experimental mechanics per game. Let's go to the... I need to make money actually. They tried remaking this game a couple of times, and then they made Digimon World Next Order for the PS4, which basically is like a revamp of this game, but it's also a sequel. What is it called? A soft sequel, I would suggest. Or not suggest, but think that it would be called. Let's see how we do in this fight. If you can't beat a bug... I need to do... Nope. I think I need to do something about that MP, though. Yeah. Oh, that just went straight through him. There we go. Yeah. To be fair, I'm thinking of playing Disgaea on Sundays chill streams. My schedule's not like set in stone, but it is kinda... I have it ordered the way I want it ordered. Mondays are Digimon days, because, you know, I'm punny like that. Wednesdays, I'll try and keep to Yu-Gi-Oh! Fridays, Pokemon. And Sundays, just whatever I feel like playing. Is kind of what I was going for, you know? Because I feel like that way it's a good balance of most of my childhood, plus other games I like. Because originally what I was doing was just running Pokemon complete runs, and then I was just like, I'm kind of bored of this. I want to play all the games I like. Same with my channel. Like my channel is like loads of let's plays started, but none of them are really finished because I keep starting new let's plays because I keep getting bored of old games. But it doesn't mean that any of the let's plays are over on my channel. It just means that I want to play something different for a while. They all get completed. Oh crap. I think the only two let's plays I know for sure I've completed is Pokemon Blue and oh, okay. I did watch the Disgaea anime though. But does that make a difference? But yeah, Pokemon Blue and Beyblades were the only two games I actually completed for my channel so far. Both good games. Crap. That one hurt. Hit it! Come on. There you go. I might take away the attacks and just leave Spitfire. Spitfire is a bit more useful, I want to say. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know it was voice acted. I'm gonna just leave Spitfire on rather than Heat Laser. Heat Laser is good, but I don't have enough stats to tank hits to use it. I can imagine. I liked the concept of the series, so I did when I watched it. Then there's the Prinny Squad. Maybe Laharl is some sort of, like, child of Rita Repulsa. In some sort of weird alternative universe canon. It's time to conquer Earth. Bang. Maybe we've just created a canon. Power Rangers versus Laharl and his army right now. I want that. Oh yeah, this part of the game. Is Seadramon here today? Because this is gonna be a pain in the ass. Digishroom. Pop. Huh, I got a Digitrite because... Yeah, but isn't usually in anime-based stories the children of the main characters... Aren't they not usually like way more powerful than the main bad guys at the start, if they're the children of them? Maybe Laharl's finally just getting revenge for Rita. And Lord Zed. They fit in with the character. Oh, come on. Why is fishing in video games so hard to do? I think like the best fishing game I ever played was Bassmaster, and that's saying something. That was on the PlayStation 2, and it had an accessory that worked the same way as the Wii remote. I think it was the most fun out of all the... Nope, nope, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not playing this fishing. It's the wrong time of day. I think it's the only fishing game I ever actually got any good at. Ah, crap. Guys, we can talk about this. And immediately, I'm running over. Let's see. The reason it's common for women to fish on boys and Barbara Goodson is talented fish. I don't want to fight these guys. I think I'm gonna have to warp out of here. I think I'm cornered. Yeah, she does. She's a lot more memorable than the... Like... I'm not gonna rag on the live action... Oh. I'm not gonna rag on the live action Power Ranger movie that we got, because it was actually pretty good. But the Rita they got in it was a good design. But... like, she just didn't have the same voice as... the old school Rita. You needed that campiness, and have the movie less to do about donuts, and completely and utterly remove the final Megazord. Just remove that altogether. Just pretend like you never even did it. Yeah, but so my Digimon is getting his ass kicked, annoyingly. Yeah. I think I just had too many minor problems with that entire movie. Yeah, but is that not the truth about everyone that does, like, a movie from the past that's based off an old cartoon series or children's show? The best and worst examples are Dragon Ball Evolution and The Last Avatar by Shyamalan. I don't know what in the hell they were thinking when they made it. Yeah. I have to admit, I do like it too. The Power Rangers movie. I just don't know where to head now, to be honest. Oh crap. You're a champion level Digimon. I don't want to fight you. Is it too late to apologize and just run away? I think that's why my Digimon's becoming disobedient. I'm just running from everything. If you would hurry up and digivolve, I wouldn't have to run. Let's see. What is your weight at the minute? 19. You know what? Let's take you to the restaurant. I'm not doing anything till I get a champion level. Yeah. I think it's because it didn't do as financially well as they would have liked. The CG was 90s, for sure. But I honestly don't think they should have sized up Ivan Ooze. I know it's such a stereotypical thing for Power Ranger bad guys. Okay, I can't win, I get bigger. But if they didn't do it to Ivan Ooze, seriously, if they had left him as a small size thing, able to fight the Megazord at that level, they wouldn't have had as much 90s cringe. Hey, Tyrannomon. Dragon noodles. Damn it! What is the point in me trying to be nice and get you food? Yeah. If they didn't CG it, I think it would have been fine. CG, the ultimate weakness to 90s movies. I think there's like drinking games you can now play with the old Power Ranger movies for the amount of cringe that was in it. Every time in a Power Rangers movie that they flail their hands about, but it isn't to fight or anything, it's just like to make the whooshing anime sound effects. You take a drink. But you know, speaking of it, like, even the newer Power Rangers try to use special effects on TV, and it's just terrible. So it is. In fact, in the old days, I know that all the Power Rangers weapons and items and morphers and stuff were just toys. But I actually preferred the stuff being practical. And the toys actually looking like they could have been used compared to now where it's like, hey, that's a really weird shaped morpher that doesn't look practical at all. The last Power Rangers thing that I watched properly would have been Wild Force with the orcs. I think that's up to the point where I stopped with Power Rangers. I think they were some of my favorite Megazords as well. Really? That's hilarious. Imagine being like one of the directors of Power Rangers walking into a children's toy store and having to buy your own product. SPD, I remember watching that one actually. Episodes of it. I didn't like it too much. Like, I know that the Power Rangers series is supposed to be a continual... Aren't they supposed to be like continual stories where, like, yeah, they have like a multiverse where they split off from each other, but or multiple timelines even, but what it generally does is follow one timeline, I believe, because they always seem to know who the other ranger is even if their timeline didn't have that specific ranger. But can we all agree that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers had the best theme song out of every Power Rangers? And that's why they've literally stopped trying to remake or make new songs, but instead just change the lyrics and the words to suit what the new series is. Yeah. There's like things from the 90s that you can tell if you grew up in the 90s or not. One of them is definitely the 90s theme songs. And I feel like that's one of the weaknesses of anime today is we don't have the 90s style theme songs anymore. We're never going to have like what is it? The Pokemon theme song, even the original Digimon, even the cringy One Piece rap where 4Kids' anime openings just in general. Power Rangers. Nowadays, because anime is so easily accessible and more accepted in the widestream media, they just keep the Japanese openings. And yeah, like, Japanese openings are good and stuff for the most part, but I do feel like we lose that whole, like, element of, like, choosing or making really nice songs. Or just songs to pump up people. I don't know if I'm explaining it properly. I feel like I'm... Oops, I didn't mean to shout at him. Now he's unhappy. I just miss original anime openings from the English or the dub side of things. That was my childhood. Because at least they all sounded somewhat different. It is one complaint about anime, especially the subbed ones, is like, or even just anime and raw in general, is just that they tend to use the same. Nice. It's one of the problems with anime in general at the minute. It's just like, if I played like a bunch of random theme songs but didn't show you the lyrics, and you'd be confused about which anime I'm asking you to try and figure out. Pokemon tried to keep it going, so it did for its series, but the Pokemon themes kind of got worse as time went on. The most recognizable Pokemon theme is the original one, but the best one's probably the one that was made to be the first Johto series. Oh, what was it? It's a Whole New World, isn't that what it is? With, I remember the lyrics, but I never remember the song names. What about Yu-Gi-Oh! GX? I was thinking the same thing there. 5D's one, I think it's Stardust, isn't that what it's called? It was okay, but GX was catchy as all hell, and let's not talk about Saxel. It doesn't exist. It's not a show. The first three were okay. The original Duel Monsters was memorable because of the Egyptian tones. GX was memorable because it was 90s cheese hanging out in the schoolyard. That, oh god, I just, like, I'm watching that little creepo's review of every episode because sometimes I like doing that, but like, god, the 90s theme songs were just probably the best era for theme songs. I don't know if they bother trying to dub the Yu-Gi-Oh! Openings after Saxo though, because it was really bad. I don't remember. Let's get your weight up. Wait, how much money do I have? I don't have enough. Okay, well then we're using my items. Yeah, no, I'd never say that people watching stuff that I don't like is a problem. Like, that's cool. I just I couldn't get into Saxel myself after the first. I tried about 12 episodes. I did try, but I just I couldn't get into it the same. Yuma, he was the main character, wasn't he? I just find him too whiny, if I'm being honest. And like we knew that, so we always knew that Yugi, that the Pharaoh did all of Yugi's dueling. Fair enough. Yeah, I got that too. Like, yeah, you could argue Yugi knew nothing about the card game, but at least he could play the game fairly consistently. I feel like they were trying to recreate the original. Fine, don't eat. They're never going to capture the heart of the original with the Pharaoh and Yugi. And Tez continuous because of friendship speeches. Oh crap, 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 crap. Guys, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight at all. No! What have I done? Run. Yeah. Like, anything to do with Joey and Tristan was generally the silly stuff. So it was. I wish that Taya and Tristan got more dual time as well and more focus. They could have showed off more trading cards to sell to children that didn't understand that Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime is just literally an advertisement. Especially more of the girly cards for, well, I say girly, but they're not really, but you know, like more feminine cards for Taya and stuff, instead of relying on my I can't duel Valentine. When you lose to Joey and Taya, like, I don't understand why you're even playing the game. Lose and just not make it into like the finals, fair enough, because they don't all need to be in the finals. Joey and Yugi do, but Tristan and Taya not really. They just tried to help. And then what you could do is literally have like big important duels and stuff, and instead of collecting 10 star chips, have it like a duel royale where 10 is the minimum you need to get in. So it is, but you also need to be you also just need to have the most, because if there's people left over, being kicked off the island when you have 9 dual chips is kind of sucky. So it is. I feel like it should have been a last man standing tournament. Oh crap. At least I can only be hit by one of them things. Why are you going after the stronger one? Go after the weaker one. I feel like they just didn't want their main characters to lose. So they didn't want to... They could even had mini filler arcs of open tournaments that were only dedicated to Taya and Joey and Tristan, Duke and Serenity and stuff, to help them flesh out their characters and what type of strategies they use more. They could have done more with Dungeon and Dice Monster. I know they canned it because it ended up not being as popular as they thought it would be. But I think that was a waste as well. Nope. Daughter's falling over here. Gotta go get her. See, what's funny is people probably gone Taya beating Mai, but they can't ignore that Mai actually surround. Yeah, but like, if Taya had more screen time, it would have been less how did she win and more. It could have gone either way. Like, I'm actually writing the scripts of like the live action Yu-Gi-Oh notes that I've made for like the thing to try and see if I could make sense of the whole series for a live action series, or for a live action movie even. It's coming out okay, but like I'm trying to add more in for Taya so that she's not just the damsel in distress for Yugi eventually. Like, her whole story arc, isn't it that she wants to become a dancer in New York City? Which, out of context, really doesn't fill me with, like... When someone goes, oh, I want to be a dancer in New York. Would it not be, I want to work at Broadway? Or something like that? Make more sense. And then what was Tristan? Some people joke about that Tristan became a mechanic and helped design the first set of dual runners for 5Ds. For Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. I remember seeing that fan theory that he was involved with that. And what about Bakura? You know, the big final bad guy that actually got no development at all? I should go get more items, actually. To be honest, all the side characters could have used far more development. But at least they got development in comparison to... oh, crap. They got development in regards to character rather than in the future seasons. Like, how much do you really know about someone like Alexa Rose? Mrs. I've lost my brother and I'm going to stand at this building the whole time. Oh crap, I am completely outnumbered. What was it, the funny thing I seen was, they're attacking each other. Oh yeah, enemies can hit each other with their attacks if they're AoE attacks. So you don't have to worry about being ganged up on. Two WhatsApp messages. Oh, we defeated one. Oh, I'm being ranked here. I'll be back in a second. I'm just gonna have to go to mute. And they always take them upstairs first. Sorry about that. Let's see. What really could have helped it if Duel's Kingdom had the concept 2 and 2 duels, and then... Yeah, I guess. You know what would have helped it right is if they set up Duel's Kingdom right, but they had like a mini arc set up before that. So they knew that they had to win like preliminary rounds to enter Duel's Kingdom. Have it that Yuki got the automatic pass, so he can just go straight into Duel's Kingdom because he has the Millennium Puzzle and Pegasus wants that, and he defeated Kaiba. Right, but have preliminary tournaments where Taya, Tristan, and Joey attempt to enter the tournament. Introduce Bakura there too, and other characters. And you know, like they're all fighting to get their place. And then have them win that way, and depending on how many matches you win, people who have a number over a certain number over, let's see, people with like what star chips, use the star chips then. People with like a certain number of chips then have so many points, and that's your starting off point for Duelist Kingdom, so that the preliminary guys actually have an advantage over the champions who actually have to work harder to get in because they are better. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. So yeah, star chips are like what you get rewarded from the preliminaries. People who get invited to the island only start with 1, and people that win the preliminaries get to keep like, so say they have to win 5 rounds, they get to have 1 or 1 to 5 star chips depending on what they're rated by Pegasus. I don't know if that makes sense. It makes sense to me, but I don't know how to explain it. Give me 5 minutes and, or not 5 minutes, but give me 50 minutes of good animators and stuff, and we could make this thing. Sort of fun. But that way you would be able to introduce Joey, Tristan, and Taya without having to worry too much about their characters taking up too much time. And then you could have more two-and-two duelist things and use that as like learning experiences for them. Ah, crap. Akatoriman. See, I think I get it, but that would be the problem. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime seems to have a hard time balancing that. They have the side characters. Yeah, but like, we're only talking, like, the usual suspect ones. We're not actually... But I get what you mean too. They do have that bit of a habit of relying too much on different characters to do nothing. Shit. Oh crap, I'm paralyzed now too. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Come on. If this doesn't start going well, I'm gonna have to run away. Stop blocking! Go. Oh, I'm out of health. Run. I'm running. Yeah, that would actually be pretty good. I think the Millennium Rod should have been passed around a bit more. I realized how that sounded. It should definitely have been the Millennium Rod, I think. Since its whole thing is about mind control. Okay, I gotta go again. Sorry, that was my daughter's medical stuff. Ugh. Yeah, exactly. There's so much that could have been done with that. Give Taya the scales, because... Let's see, let's try and work out what Millennium items weren't used properly. So Yuki had the puzzle, Bakura had the ring, Marek had the thing, and this... And that leaves the eye. I think I would have give items to Taya and Joey and not Tristan. Tristan would probably have like a distaste towards the items, since he doesn't seem to be the type of person that likes using that type of tactic. Teo would have the scales because of the whole balancing thing, and Joy or Tristan would have the key. I think Joy would get the rod, to be honest. Unlock loot. Yeah. What if they just kept Pegasus the villain for a bit? Like, each of the Millennium items are supposed to, I feel like a key thing that was left out of all the Millennium items, each one possessed an evil spirit, you know? Like, the rod had whatever Yami Bakura, or Yami Marix was. I would like to think he was oh. Bitch, take this. He was clearly someone who had it out for the Pharaoh. The ring was, Zork. God, if you don't poop in this, I have nothing. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fuck you. If you poop on the ground, I will let a Digimon kill you. Thank you. But I feel like, they could have tied it into the whole Egyptian part. Like, you remember when, Isiju, showed Kaiba and Yugi different clips of the past where, a sorcerer challenged, the Pharaoh, and then later on we learned that Kaiba was actually one of the Pharaoh's main men. My headcanon says that the Kaiba that came with the ancient sorcery was actually Seto Kaiba from the future at the end of that one where he time traveled to meet the Pharaoh. And that's why Yugi and the Pharaoh are Kaiba and Yugi are destined to be rivals because it literally is the same Kaiba. I wish they had introduced Haishin as well into this show. In fact, you could nearly argue that Haishin is Yami Marek. Since in the Forbidden Memories game, he actually did use the rod. But you could have had 7 different arcs for each of the Millennium items, where you'd find out about like an evil spirit that lives in them. Like, Yugi was possessed by the Pharaoh, who originally started out as evil. Or at least a dark version of himself. Oh, crap. We lost. I can't run away! Yeah, my Digimon lost a life there. Serves him right for not accepting the porta potty when I first gave it to him. This is all his fault. My Digimon probably hates me. He's lost over 300 points in his MP. Jeez. God, I can never keep them happy or obedient. And I've lost my... Fuck this Digimon. I have to buy more autopilots. That would make sense, actually, for having the rod as well. I don't think I've ever wanted my Digimon to die as much as this. And I'm a nice guy, but jeez. The only way he'll forgive me now is by lowering his own stats. He's been angry with me that long. Hey, Unimon. Basically, if I'm not carrying like 100 of these things, like... I have no money. Like, you probably could have give... You know what else could have been done better is Anubis. Remember the movie with Anubis, the first Yu-Gi-Oh movie that they try to forget about? They could have had Anubis be like a possessor of one of the Millennium items. So they could have. Whichever one that Joey got could have been Anubis. Wouldn't that not have been better? Ah, crap, his HP's going down now too. You start training your ass off, you're going to lower them skills. And his defense is down, damn it. They're the two stats I actually need. Yeah, it's not really a hot take if it's true. It had a better fill-in at least that made more sense to hitting Yugi. The reason that Anubis hated the Pharaoh is because he escaped death. And I feel like that should have been a bigger factor than being trapped away by the Pharaoh at some point in his past. I feel like it could have been a revenge movie. It was a really violent movie too, with Kaiba and Yugi being stabbed in the back continuously. Where the monsters were kind of real at that point. Oh, you've stopped lowering your stats again? That's good. But at what cost, Agumon? At what cost? But yeah, Anubis could have been like a whole thing of revenge against Yugi, but I don't know what Millennium item. Oh, he could have been the one to possess the Millennium Scales. Yeah, because it lasted the entire... It's literally one Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel for an entire movie, isn't it? Anubis could have possessed the Millennium Scales because the Pharaoh escaping death was an unbalanced move. You could have had Shadi, instead of being like... have him being the possessor of the Millennium Key, so whoever wears the key also has Shadi talking to them. And they could have been exposition. Agumon, you suck. And the truth is, I actually suck at this game more. Oh well. So apparently I've opened up the game enough to unlock the final boss. So I have... What's treasure hunt? Oh. Oh, it's not the final boss, okay. Give me a sec. Yeah, there were technically was free duels. I'm going between here and the room, by the way, just to make sure. Yeah. The reason that, and then you could argue the reason why Anubis uses the Pyramid of Light is because the Pyramid of Light is the opposite of the actual Millennium Puzzle, the Pyramid of Darkness. Like, it wouldn't even have to matter to the plot because you could just argue that it's just a construction made to rival Yugi's puzzle in power. So Yugi, that could be it. The Pyramid of Light is created to counteract the Millennium Puzzle's ability to manipulate luck. Yugi can't literally change cards and fate to suit him. The Heartlet cards don't exist while the Pyramid of Light is used in battle. Would that not work? Yugi has to literally rely on his skills. And that way, it affects the plot a little, but doesn't actually have an impact on the overall Millennium Item storyline. It's the best I could come up with. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 10-minute break here to try and get my daughter to settle a bit better. I can hear her up again. Oh yeah, that's true actually. I'm gonna make sure my daughter gets some rest here first, and then I will be back. In the meantime, anyone watching, feel free to go get snack and foods, I guess, and I will be back in a few minutes. I'm back. Oh, so you're talking about like making the scales the movie part and not the puzzle? Well, excuse me. I get you. But you could have both, to be honest. The scales could be the thing that creates the millennium, or the pyramid of light. And another reason why the Pyramid of Light movie was a bit better than the actual Bonds of Time movie. If we consider this, Kaiba flew a Blue Eyes White Dragon jet, you know, the coolest jet of all teenage boy. Like, how could you forget the jet? The jet that even... Probably. It would explain a lot, to be honest. Well, now he's completely disobedient. Because I clicked the wrong thing. And he's going to digivolve into something terrible. So let's see, what's the best way to go? This way, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's why it's technically not canonical, but you know what? It could be made canonical if there was tweaks added to it. Because, like, even the anime is completely different from the manga. In the manga, they were willing to try out different games as well. Oh, for frick's sake, he's going to start lowering his stats again. Agumon, I literally hate you. Can you kill my Agumon? Since you can use water attacks. It's your call, Agumon. Fight or die. Oh, would you look at that? Another one's coming to kill you. Come on, Agumon. Digimon abuse. I no longer care about this Agumon. I don't have the money to fix anything in this run. And we're dead. Now abandon it. And now I'm stuck in the running animation. I can't even open my menu. This wasn't even an important fight. I should have been able to open my menu. Oh dear. Well, this Agumon hates me anyway. There goes down stats again. Let's go let you die to something else. So let's see, what stats are you lowering so I can counter this? Health and MP. Man, this game's a bit too difficult. and your weight's going down, so what can I do there? Oh, you want to poop now? Okay. I think I'm just getting fed up. I've played this game too long now. Sure, sleep. I'm not going to save though. Yeah. There we go. I rebooted to a better time. Because there's not much hope of me getting any further in that game. Marimon was cool. Boy, I ain't debating. The reset button, the most powerful thing in the Digimon world. We'll go beat Meteormon again, and then I'll call it quits there for Digimon. But the kids, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump across to Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories for a bit. Because I don't know if you heard me when I started the stream, like I may have accidentally soft reset myself. So I did. All the good cards I actually had. And I beat Heishin too, and then wouldn't you know it, I accidentally exited out of too many menus before I saved. Crap. So I did. So I lost almost all my progress. Yeah, once you start resetting, it's hard to stop. I know. You know what, I'm just gonna end it here. We'll challenge Meteormon later. Because otherwise, I'm gonna get really... That Agumon that he reborn into was a little piece of crap. He didn't obey me for anything. Mind you, I wasn't doing the best job of him, but still. So let's switch across to a different. So what I'm going to do is I'll end this stream so that I can separate out this and then relaunch into the other. So give me a sec.